Today's a Monday, and usually on Mondays I'm going to school, right? But if you don't know what today is, well, today is Columbus Day, and for some reason we got off of school for Columbus Day. The reason I say for some reason is because, well, Christopher Columbus was kind of a jerk. Yeah, I guess he was one of the first people to not actually discover but bring back information to Europe that America was indeed there, and it wasn't just a big old ocean thing. But let's just think a little bit here, guys. The Vikings in the Norse first discovered, or believed to be the first people to discover America, and that was like hundreds of years before Columbus even was born, so I don't really think that he deserves the credit for discovering America when hundreds of years ago people were already here. And obviously he wasn't the first person to discover, because there was Native Americans here, so it wasn't like nobody was here. They had no idea that anybody was inhabited here, because, well, there was actually people living here, and not just a couple people, there was a lot of people living here. And I'm happy and all that we get off today, because I'm willing to get off any day of school that I can, but he doesn't really deserve the credit that he is getting for it, because he was a brutal guy. If your teacher hasn't already talked to you about Christopher Columbus, then I'll give you a little history lesson. Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492. That's the expression, remember when he found America. But do you really know what he did when he found America? Of course, he was a Spaniard, and Spaniards are only interested in them gold, right? Them beads and them golds back in the 1400s. So he was kind of a gold digger. So he only liked America for how much gold that the Indians had found. So Christopher Columbus, being the expert navigator that he is, thought that he was in India when he was actually in North America. He actually landed around Massachusetts, I think. Oh shoot! That was sick! Besides being a ladies' man and raping most of the people, like he and his crew did, he also put the Native Americans into slavery by making them dig for gold, and if they refused, he would chop off their hands, kill them, kill their children. And on top of that, he was kind of well, I'm just gonna come right out and say it. No more beating around the bush. He was mean. He was just a mean guy. If putting people that you invaded into slavery and chopping off their hands and killing the children and forcing them to learn a new language isn't bad enough, he also most likely molested, raped women, probably children, and men, I don't know. I wasn't alive back then, thank goodness. Honestly, it would make more sense for us to celebrate Columbus, Ohio, and call it Columbus Day than celebrating Christopher Columbus, just because of all the bad things he did. Not saying that Columbus, Ohio is any better, but definitely not as bad as Cincinnati. Speaking of bad cities, I'm in one right now. I'm on Detroit. That's one of the... That's one of the most dangerous cities in the country. So that's a little history lesson for you kids. If you want to have future generations take a day off of school, all you have to do is go to a new place, force people into slavery, cut their hands off, and make them have sex with you unwillingly. But thanks to Christopher Columbus's bad morals, I get a day off in October, so I'll take what I can get, because I just get to stay home all day and play video games. It's basically a free day of summer in the middle of school. So like I said, children, if you want to be big someday, and say you discovered a country that you didn't, and want to have children take a day off of school for you, then just rape, kill lots of children, force them to learn a new language, make them your slaves, and if they don't listen to you, just kill them. Just slit their throats, that's all you gotta do to be big. You don't need to be president, just rape.